Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check. Lucky. Spot. No. Watch that grip. Safety's gripping. Shit. Just check it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are? They come into the NFL now. They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
50-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watson now to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin with a quick throw out left. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Check one. Hey, report.
Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, 48 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
First down, Houston.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Watson. He finds Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Carried by number 24.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it.
Good. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Houston.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They It's Johnson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself when you wrong. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon'